What's up, interwebs? It's your realtor Jeremy. It's Tuesday. It's time for the Tuesday market update. I know it's been a little while since we've done one of these. Quite frankly, it's been such a weird... I don't want to say the market's been volatile, it's just been weird. Like, 1 minute things are crazy moving, multiple offers on a house, to the next thing we know, only offer on a house. This is from my personal experience. But I know there's just been this weirdness going on in the market, so it's been hard to kind of give you guys an idea. There's no really way to predict the market very well because that's based off of buyer behavior, which buyer behavior is super erratic right now. I want to start off this week by looking at the month of May compared to last year, but also compared to a month ago. Let's take a look at these numbers. First up, we got here looking at last week compared to 4 weeks earlier. Newly listeds are down 23%. For sales are down 26%. Under contracts are up 19% compared to last month. And solds are up 19% compared to 4 weeks earlier last month. Down at the bottom, we got last week compared to a year ago. As you can see, newly listeds are down almost 30%. For sales are down almost 45%. That's almost half. It just shows you how low our inventory is. And then under contracts are up 15% compared to last May. And then solds are down by about 4%. So what this tells me is under contracts mean that there's some buyer confidence coming back in, but the solds show just how kind of far off April was. But it's not that our buyers are not there, we have so little inventory. So home sellers, we need more homes on the market. Next graph I want to show you guys is kind of the first quarter of the year. Basically, these numbers run January through June 1st. And the top line there is 2020, the bottom section is 2019. The red, the newly listeds, you can see last year we kind of had it was a pretty steady pace of new listeds for that first quarter. 2020 looked a little more normal where there's a bit of a spike toward the beginning of March, but then they've kind of trailed off a bit. Really where you see it is in this for sale. So that would basically be currently active houses. In 2019, the number for sale peaked in early March, and then just trailed off from there. As you can see, we had everything kind of disappear toward the beginning of March. A little bit of a spike up toward April and May as we're all figuring things out, and then the for sales just dipped off the map. And then the under contracts are almost the complete inverse of that. So where we're at now is not because of lack of buyers, because of lack of demand. As you can see, the under contracts kind of ticked back up toward the end of May, whereas last year you see it kind of starts to level off in May. Traditionally, May is not a busy month for us. Traditionally, March and April are our big selling season. This year, everything's kind of shifting a bit. We were maybe anticipating June and July were going to be similar to that March-April big selling time, but we're not seeing that right now. We're continuing to see fewer and fewer houses on the market, but we're not seeing any kind of big boom of new listings or of a ton of new buyers. And I think a lot of that's because of the uncertainty with the coronavirus, especially now that kind of numbers have been ticking back up in Arizona specifically, and as well as some other states. So, and then the last column there are the solds. As you can see, those kind of in 2019, they kind of continually ticked up. They've kind of been a bit all over the map. People are constantly asking me about home values, about prices. As you can see there, the median sold price for the last full month is 2% down from 1 month earlier, but 6% up from 1 year earlier. I think some of that is from buyers pulling out of the market. We don't have as many buyers as we were having before. There's some weirdness between April and May, but compared to last year, everything's still up 6%. Normally in an economy where you have a ton of demand and not much supply, prices tend to be stable or increase. It tends to be very robust. None of the economists can really predict what's going to happen, partly because buyer behavior. Buyer behavior is a big indicator for market predictors, and we got no idea about buyer behavior. Nobody really does. However, people need houses. We're still seeing it. I went under contract and sold a house in April that closed in May during the height of the stay-at-home order, quarantine, all that kind of stuff. I went under contract with another one a couple weeks ago that we're closing in July 1st. And I just went under contract with another one in Gilbert that's closing in August. So there's still a demand, there's still a need for housing for sure. And one of the things that I've kind of realized is I'm really struggling with finding existing homes, so resale homes. So I've started delving into some new tools and stuff like that for new homes. New homes, if you've got some time to wait for it to be built, they can be a really good solution. It's kind of a cool thing because you get to be the first person to own the house, kind of make it your own. One of the downsides a little bit is that we are kind of pushing a little further out. There are some pockets closer into town for Gilbert and Chandler, but a lot of it tends to be on the outskirts out at Eastmark and Mesa, down in Queen Creek and stuff like that. But I'm really excited to share with you guys a new tool I have for searching new builds. A lot of times it's hard to find out where the new builds are at, find out information about the new builds. A lot of times you're digging around on the internet just kind of looking for anything. Well, here is a great search tool for looking for new build homes. It's just like looking for a regular home. You can set up the rooms, how many bedrooms you want, the price point you want. Now, the only difference in this is that the prices you see on here are going to be base prices without any of the upgrades they offer, any lot premiums or things like that. But it gives you an indication what's out there. So if you're looking to buy and you're struggling to find something that is a resale home, basically something that somebody already owns, but you want to do a new build, go to the link that's in the description of this video, check it out, sign up to save searches and stuff like that. The information just goes directly to me. I'll probably reach out to just see if you need anything, but if you're just looking just to kind of poke around and see what's out there, more power to you. But I'm trying to equip myself and my clients with any and every tool we can to make sure that if you need to buy or sell, it is a great experience. And whether that's a resale home or a new build home, we want to give you the best experience you've ever had buying or selling real estate. I hope this video worked out good for you guys. I'm using a new teleprompter. Here's a picture of it. I'll take it after I film this and then edit it in. But using a new teleprompter so I can look at my graphics but still be looking at the camera. I appreciate you guys checking in. I hope you guys are having a good summer so far. It's been a weird one. Be safe out there. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you here next week. I promise. I'll be back next week on the Tuesday Market Update. Bye, guys.